right, everybody, I'm watching one thing and one thing only this week, and I'm looking at the S&P 500. I really only trade the SPX, and there's some earnings plays I'm watching, but this is very important. So this is the daily chart. Let's do this together. Let's zoom out to the weekly chart. Pretty choppy, right? Massive green candle, looks like a bullish reversal. But wait a second. As I look at this 480 reversal chart, we've been in this downtrend for a while. We got rejected at this 463, and we got rejected at this 430 level, and we're about to tap it again. And the only reason we jumped is because of that 7.7% inflation, which is only 0.2% less than they expected it to be. And that's still really fucking high. So I'm looking at this 410 test right now, and I zoom in on the daily chart. There's a couple levels I want to pay attention to. There's a 200 EMA that I love to use at 401.50-ish. So that 400 break, I could see us jumping up to that 401.50 if we have some positive momentum, which at that point we could see a little bit of weakness. But if we break that 401.50, there is room up to this 410 level. So this 410 level is that massive rejection of that weekly downtrend that I'm going to be paying attention to. Technically, if you look at some standards here, at this 410 level, we'd be technically entering into a bull market from this bottom, but scratch all that. That doesn't make any sense to me, and the economy is in terrible condition. So with the split government coming out, with the Senate being in the Democratic favor and the House is in the Republican favor, I think that's going to be somewhat of a bearish tone because not a lot of bills or things are going to get passed through very easily because there's going to be disagreements on both sides. Of course, politics is terrible, but massive opportunity at this 410 level. I think that we have a really great opportunity to take to the downside here if it rejects this level. So as you can see, a nice little tip at this one, that we saw some nice, big old rejections at the end of that. So I'm looking at this level. I don't see a ton of news this week either, a ton of data that could alter the market. So I think it's going to be based off of these key points. So 400 level to that 401.50. If we break that 401.50, there is a lot of upside to 410. So it could be a great call side potential, but once we get up to this 410, I'm looking for a massive reversal. So that's huge on my watch list. I can draw you the QQQQ lines real quick. I have it here. It's the same thing. It's literally the exact same thing that I'm paying attention to right now. This obviously is lagging behind the overall market because, well, tech takes a bigger hit in inflationary environments. So same thing here. The 200 EMA is actually at 306. So if we see a nice little squeeze to a push up, this could actually end up launching. So look for that 300 test, and then above that, this 306.50-ish mark could be that top to test that downtrend. So this is about 310 downtrend. I would probably be more so around that 306.50 where that 200 EMA is before we saw a rejection. So I'm thinking some clean upside if we break those key significant levels of 400. If there's still some buyers and we can push above that 200 EMA on the S&P 500, that 410 I think we reject massively. And then here I think that we could, if you're willing to play technology, I don't really play the QQQ as much because I really only trade the SPX like I said. This has some massive room up there if there's still a lot of bulls and buyers in the market. But tech is obviously a little bit harder to play in an inflationary environment. So the S&P 500 above that 400, 401.50, then 410, then I am kind of analyzing / predicting that we're going to reject that downtrend. I don't think we're going to break and continue because that just would not make sense. So that's my analysis. That's my take. I love the 401.50 break to the upside, and then at that 410, I think we go to the shitter. So hope that helps. I have some earnings plays, but I think this is just what the video should be solely on, and I think that this could help you out a ton in your trading this week and for some weeks to come because these are some pretty massive levels. So buckle up and good luck out there.